Do mushrooms help with depression? Today we're going to be talking about the symptoms of depression, expanding upon mushrooms and the science behind them, diving into how mushrooms help me, and if you stay to the very end, I have a bonus mushroom for someone who's not quite ready for the psychoactive compound psilocybin. Hey lovely, welcome back to another installation of the TrippyDrip creator. It's your girl, Diamond Drip. As a patient with bipolar II disorder, I experienced the up and down cycle of hypomania versus depression. During my depressive downs, I experienced feelings of sadness, increased self-blame, not wanting to get out of bed, fatigue, decreased appetite, and insomnia. And typically, these symptoms last for at least 2 weeks, sometimes more. Mushrooms, or magic mushrooms, or shrooms, contain an active component named psilocybin. Your body digests psilocybin and converts it into psilocin, where it goes on to produce the psychedelic effects we all know and love. Seeing music, euphoria, and feeling a oneness with the universe, to name a few. There are 2 types of ways you can dose yourself with magic mushrooms. You can take an experience dose, which is about 3.5 grams or more, or you can microdose, which is the process of consuming less than 0.5 grams every day or every other day. With the experience dose, you're going to want at least 6 hours where you know you won't have to go anywhere and can kind of shut yourself off from the world. With microdosing, because the dose is so small, it doesn't interfere with your motor skills. Instead, you receive the benefits of psilocybin interacting with your dormant serotonin receptors. Serotonin is responsible for those feel-good feelings alongside the well-known chemical compound dopamine. This interaction of the psilocybin interacting with the dormant serotonin receptors in your brain mimics the same effects that traditional SSRIs, otherwise known as antidepressants, produce. I also found it super interesting, as a fun fact, that if we look at the chemical structure of serotonin and we look at the chemical structure of psilocybin, it's actually uncanny how much they relate to each other. So, now that we covered mushrooms, we talked a little bit about the symptoms of depression, the question remains: do mushrooms help depression? My answer is yes. On August 2nd, I participated in a clinical trial that utilized psilocybin to treat depression in individuals with bipolar II. The criteria to qualify for the study was that you had to have no relief from depression for over 2 months. They categorized this in the study by asking the question, can you remember a time when you were happy for more than a month? And for me, this answer was no. Since I can remember, I couldn't remember a time where I wasn't depressed for at least a month. I found that the trial actually helped my depression. I gained insights that I continue to chew on every day that have helped my depression. With the continuation of microdosing, I'm hoping that my depression will remain at bay. The combination of the hero dose and the microdosing has left me finally being able to answer yes to that question. If you or someone you know has tried to treat depression with mushrooms, please let me know about it in the comments below. I might be able to shed light on why an experience was challenging, or I might be able to give you some tips on how to make your next mushroom experience better. And now, for that bonus mushroom. I found that most people have a negative association when they think about mushrooms. Thanks, Nixon error. So people are usually leery when I start talking about psilocybin. Plus, depending on where you live, magic mushrooms are still illegal on a federal level, even though they've been decriminalized in a lot of places at the state level. For others, legality may not even be an issue. It may just be an issue of not being able to find a reliable supply. Fear not. I have a mushroom that is non-psychoactive and helps with mood enhancement. Lion's mane mushrooms. These are a part of my daily regimen that I use to help concentration and brain function, as well as elevate my mood. Most of the time, I buy lion's mane mushrooms from the store and dehydrate them in order to grind them into a powder for pills. But they also have lion's mane powder that you can buy online. Check out the research links in the description below on the exact science of lion's mane mushrooms and how it helps mood. That's all for this video. Until next time, my lovelies.